You know what my weirdest discovery is about dating in my 50s while unemployed, right? So, if you've been following me, you know I got laid off about 6 weeks ago. And for me, it's a blessing, and I am good for a year, and it's allowing me the time to actually like take the summer off, reset, and figure out like what makes me happy, what I want to do next, and like how I can do anything but go back to corporate for whatever my next gig is. And so I've been like just a waterfall of creativity. Like I'm writing every day. I'm happy. I am like radiating warmth. Like I feel love. Like I don't even like no particular man. I just feel like it's almost like I'm in love with life. And so like I wake up feeling this huge burst of love every day, and like everywhere I go, I'm like exuding that, right? And I think I think obviously like I've been burnt out from being in corporate for 30 years, and it's done a significant amount of damage to me. And I've been very open about like my challenges with ADHD and anxiety and some of the depressive episodes I've had over the years. But you know what? I think I don't hate men right now because I'm not working with them every day. I think that's what it is. My father used to tease me like, because I used to complain. I'd be like, "Oh, and then look what this guy did, and can you believe what this one said?" And it's not that it was always guys that were difficult to deal with at work. There are challenges across the board, myself included. I could be difficult to deal with at work, but I definitely had a theme of like, this man is so disappointing. This man did something disappointing. How can this man be so disappointing when he has daughters or he has children? Or I just was always analyzing their behaviors to be like, how could he talk to me like that? Is that the way he would want his daughter talked to? Or like, how could this be the culture you want to create in corporate America? Is this what you want your children to experience when they come in? So I had a lot of like these examples and things that I was sharing with my family over the years. And my father just would joke and be like, you just hate men. And the thing is, I don't. I've never hated men. If anything, I'm too much of an empath. Like I sucked a narcissist in and found empathy for him. I don't hate men. But I think because I haven't dealt with them in the corporate environment with like bad behaviors that like I don't think maybe their daughters or their wives potentially even see. Like these could be like great guys at home on the golf course, whatever it is they're doing, but they do like patriarchal and misogynistic things even outside of their awareness. They don't mean it, but it's sort of like inherent bias. We all have our own inherent bias. And so like I don't know that like they go through life as just horrible people, and I don't always experience them as horrible people. I just was constantly disappointed, constantly frustrated, constantly feeling this like sort of gender undercurrent to things. And I think also because I had a team of mostly women who were young in the workforce who are also asking me these questions about, is this normal? Is this the way people talk to women? How do I respond to this? I don't want to hurt the relationship, but I also want to set boundaries. So we were having a lot of conversations around this stuff because they were also having these sort of surprising, like, well, this is weird. Like, my brother doesn't act like this. My dad doesn't act like this. Gee, Christine, you don't act like this. And yet they were seeing these things that, like, their parents taught them not to expect in life. And then they come into a corporate environment that's trying to, like, force them to be something that they're not. And they're asking healthy questions. And so was I. And so I think yes, I'm going through like burnout can take a few years to get through, and I'm only 6 weeks out. It's been a remarkable transformation, and I am focusing on my love life because I just feel so like full of energy and excitement and this wanting to give and partner, which I've not felt that energy in 30 years. And I think my job had a lot to do with that. Not that the two were 100% correlated. It was an energy and capacity thing. The same reason, like I had no creativity. But I really think that just not being around men in that corporate, competitive, challenging environment has made me soften way up on them. And like be open to receiving from them. Now, that is not to say I'm a welcome mat. Like, I have standards. Actually, my standards have gone way up. But I think it's not working with them that has made me like, oh, I can tolerate them in like a social space. I think like after a day of work, the last thing I wanted to do was go talk to another dude. I was like, I can't stand you guys. You're so like, you're falling short and disappointing me all day long in a world where you're supposed to be teaching me how to behave. And this is not the way I was taught in my household about those dynamics. So, has anybody else experienced this? I wonder, like if you retired or you quit your job and you were in a relationship, maybe you're married, you're in a relationship, and like maybe you weren't having great years while you were working, and then all of a sudden, like you leave that environment for some reason. Like, did your relationship improve? Like, what happened? Did you feel anything? And who knows, it may be a million different reasons that life improved for you, but for me, honest to God, I think it's not being in a corporate environment with disappointing men. Now I'm ready to actually love one. And no wonder other women can do it. If they're not working with their husbands, they have no idea like how disappointing they can be. So I don't know, what do you think? Agree, disagree? This is what came to me today.